You ready to listen to another K-pop group you know absolutely nothing about, have no context for?
I'm super ready.
Okay, today we're doing LNGSHOT. Today, LNGSHOT is kind of like a... I don't know if they would be considered new group or not, because they have actually had some relative success with their releases. They are on a very small label, and they just debuted last year in November. So they're a baby group. But the things that they've done in that time is actually kind of impressive. And I liked this, so I'm going to read it from the internet because I don't have the memory to remember this. So LNGSHOT is short for long shot. Thank you, but it's true.
I'm keeping that in the video.
It's true. Well, no, that's it. LNGSHOT is short for long shot. I didn't write it. I didn't make this page. I'm just reading off of it.
But you said it.
If
and it
you
made
got
you
a
sound
problem
goofy.
with what it says, you need to talk to the website because it's not my problem.
It just made you sound
I do
goofy.
not own it.
All right, so long shots.
It expresses the idea of being an underdog and becoming successful as a long shot. The name also reflects the importance of taking opportunities and challenging yourselves. The challenge itself is meaningful. I like that. I think that's cute. And I also like the idea of them kind of like recognizing that they are on like a smaller label, and it probably will be a little bit harder for them to break into the, you know, when you're in the big 3, 4 of K-pop, you know, there's like some level of guarantee of success, but like with these smaller groups on these smaller labels, you know, they could disappear in a month from now, and it would be just another cog in the wheel. So I like the idea that they're sort of owning the fact that they know that they're not going in with like all of the advantages of like every group ever. And I think that they've done some special things. Their biggest video is Moonwalkin'. We're not doing that one for a couple of reasons. One, I've heard it, and I wanted to do something I hadn't heard. And two, I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I don't know that you would have either, and I don't want to like show you something that I don't think is going to be to your taste for just like funsies.
Okay.
So we're going to do Never Let Go, because I heard the tiniest little snippet of it, and then I like immediately stopped, so I'm like, oh fuck. There's something special here.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to listen to this. Like it's been a long time since I've been so excited by a K-pop song, so I'm like ready to like deep dive into this and see what they're going to give us.
Okay. Do you have expectations?
Yeah, pretty high ones, honestly. So
Okay.
It's probably bad because that's the thing. If you hear a snippet and that snippet is like epic, and then you stop, and you're like, well, it could go down from there. That's a possibility, but could also transcend those expectations. And
Yeah, these teasers are really tough sometimes.
they can be.
They give you the tiniest little bit, and your imagination runs wild with as far as like where it can go.
Yeah, well, we talked about this with Illit because I hadn't wanted to react to Illit. He did react to Illit because I had heard a snippet on TikTok, and I was like, this is not interesting in any kind of way to me. But then when you hear the song in its entirety, it's not what that little snippet really made it seem. It's actually much more interesting than what they gave us, little crumb they fed us, which I just why would you, out of all the parts, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so the point is, we could be walking into something crazy here, and I have no idea. So I'm excited, and they're young, they're babies. I want them to succeed. I like when small groups, you know, show you don't need millions of dollars in investment to make an impact on the K-pop.
Sure. Okay. Let's just get to it.
All right. Oh, 4-piece group. So it's a smaller group than you're accustomed to.
Okay.
Oh. This is already so cute. My heart.
It's very wholesome so far.
Thanks, Rachel.
This has you written all over it. I think so.
This is like tailored to me. Oh, that vocal. And he's the baby. He's almost 16. Oh. Oh. That's a good flow. Dare I mention Mark? I'm getting some Mark from that.
A little bit, yeah. This could be something from 10 years ago and fit some of those wholesome pop vibes.
I can take you anywhere on the ride, but never let go. You say I'm the only one that you need, but why did you go? I can take you anywhere on the ride, but never let go.
You don't get to have an opinion on this one. This is gonna be all me, because that was K-pop perfection. I don't think I haven't been this excited for a K-pop song in I don't know how long. Like, because we just did Swim. It's that same thing, but better. You can come at me. I do not fucking care. It's that exact same chill, vibey vibe, but this is the transcendent form.
These had the crescendos.
Yep.
These had the peaks
Yep.
that I was looking
and
for.
Peaks and
in
valleys.
Swim.
It went, but it still kept that same consistent vibe.
Yeah, it's a well-rounded experience overall.
This was a beautiful song. I cannot tell you how like this is one of the songs that makes my heart race and gives me goosebumps. Like, it is so perfectly crafted. It's got just these really sweet, innocent vocals. This wholesomeness whenever Sweet Baby Angel, I don't know what his name is, but the 16-year-old sings vocals. And then you have, I'm sorry, I don't know their names, I'm not familiar with the group, but the guy who came in that I said reminded me of Mark, not tonally, but the effortlessly cool vibe of his rap, where it's just like you don't want him to stop because it's so good what he's doing, and it fits the vibe of the song. It adds a little bit more of an urgency from just the vocal of the song, and it's a beautiful love song. It's it made me sad in the exact way that it was supposed to, but a bittersweet sad, because it's a bittersweet song. It's not just fully sad. There's a love sickness there, but there's also kind of a hopefulness too through the vocal melody. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. That was.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of "Birds of a Feather" by Billie Eilish, just instrumentally.
I can see that. Okay.
Just almost a pretty similar beat, but and kind of a really mellow vibe as well. But yeah, it also kind of makes it reminds me of older mellow pop songs that are that are more sentimental, and that might mix in a little bit of that hip hop with the rap and everything.
Yeah.
But done very well though.
Yes.
It didn't feel like a cheap copy or anything like that. This felt like a genuine addition to something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the vocals amazing, very clean, almost like a textbook perfect version of that sort of song.
Absolutely. And I really have to reiterate here, they're not on a big label. This could have been released by NCT. This could have been released by Stray Kids. It could have been released. The level of production and songwriting here is a really high caliber that you don't always get with these smaller groups. This makes me really excited to see what else they've been doing, because if this is a B-side, this isn't even a title track release. This is the kind of shit they're giving us for B-sides.
That's a B-side?
That's a B-side. That's not even a title track release.
Wow.
Like, if you're that good with the B-side, I can't even imagine what your title tracks are. Like, that's because, you know, we don't always give like our best offerings for B-side. That is one of the best K-pop songs I've heard in years.
I probably I already kind of know what I'm gonna give it.
Well, I already said what I mean. It's an 11 out of 10. Like, it transcends the scale, but I am curious to see what you would.
I'm gonna keep it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would say it's literally nothing wrong with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, it may not necessarily be like this whole brand new thing necessarily, a whole new sound, but
it does the sound that it's doing well and
very,
better.
Very
above
well,
average.
very genuine.
Yes.
It didn't feel like cookie cutter.
No.
It didn't feel like, oh, this is just another pop song you've heard a million times on the radio before.
Yeah.
Even if you can technically make that correlation, it just didn't feel like I was being patronized with it.
No. And there was the genuine emotionality to the song, which, given how young all of them are from what I saw in the beginning and what I would assume, you know, I don't know how long they were trainees for, so I don't know how long they've been doing this for, but they're in kind of like a debut group, so to have like that much passion and lyricism and skill in your first offerings, like I wish nothing but the best for these boys. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do in the future, and if this is like what they're entering with, like they're gonna like, I hope they take over the world. Like, that's how good this song was, and like I feel like if they can be doing this at the point that they are in their career now, they'll be untouchable. They'll be unstoppable.
It'll be very interesting to see what their title tracks are going to be, because that's probably where their distinctness is going to be found, is in those.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of like let's say they do go a crazy route, like this could be considered more of like a safe sound for them, so that they can just get this and go, hey, we can do this. This is something that, this is a tried and true formula, and we can do that perfectly.
Yeah.
Now check out the new stuff we do.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see something like that.
Yeah. Super excited to see where they go. Such an exciting group. Really glad we took a chance and just gave him a shot.
If you guys want to hear more of her awful jokes and everything, just let us know which videos you want us to check out. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. That's it from us, and we'll see you next time.